In this lesson, we're going to talk about why you absolutely positively must track your advertising and your funnel. Now look, direct response marketing is all about communication and math. And it's the tracking of your advertising that allows us to understand the math. Right? It's the numbers behind the advertising. It's how much did you spend and how much did you make? It's how many clicks did you get and how much did a click cost? It's all of the tracking behind the advertising and behind your funnel that gives us the math, that gives us the data so that we can make decisions. You see, without tracking, you have no way of making informed decisions about scaling or growing or expanding certain advertising channels and stopping others, right? If you're spending money on Facebook advertising and you're spending money on Google AdWords and you're not tracking the results that you're getting, you're not tracking the amount of money that you're spending on each, or maybe you're just not tracking the money that you're making from each, you're not tracking the number of leads that you're getting, you're not tracking your conversion rate, well, you have no way of making any kind of informed decision about which one of those two channels you should scale, which one of those two channels should you put more money into, which one of those two channels are making you money, which one of those two channels are costing you money. See, it's the tracking of your advertising that gives you that type of insight, and you absolutely need that type of insight when it comes to scaling where you're investing your marketing dollars or your advertising dollars in terms of generating traffic. As well, without tracking, you have no way of making informed decisions about optimization. In other words, without tracking, you don't know if it is the lead magnet offer page that is falling short, that's generating 6% opt-ins. You have no way of knowing, is it the customer captivation offer that's falling short? Is it your reverse add-on offer that's falling short? You have no way of knowing which part of your marketing funnel is the constraint. You have no way of making an informed decision about how to best optimize that funnel unless you are tracking. See, when you're tracking, you're able to understand what part of your funnel needs your attention to optimize the results. You need to know what a visitor is worth so you know what you can afford to invest to generate more visitors. Well, the only way that you'll know that is if you're tracking your advertising. If you're tracking how many visitors are you getting, how many sales are you generating, how much is the total sales revenue, and then of course, taking that total sales revenue and dividing it by the total number of visitors gives you what your visitor value is. But the only way that you can know that number is if you are tracking. As well, return on investment is the entire name of the game, right? It's the name of the game when it comes to marketing and growing your business, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what your opt-in rate is. It doesn't really matter what your sales conversion rate is, whether it's 2%, 1%, 7%, 12%. The only thing that matters, the only thing that you can deposit is return on investment. And the only way to know what your return on investment is, in other words, to know how much did I spend and how much did I make back, is if you are tracking your advertising, right? To invest money in any kind of advertising channel or advertising opportunity without the ability to track it, to determine your return on investment, is a total waste, because you have no way of making an informed decision about whether you should continue to use that advertising channel, continue to spend more money there or invest more money there, or whether you need to stop that advertising channel immediately. And that's why every ad and every single channel that you use when it comes to paid advertising must be tracked separately and individually. So Facebook ads need to be tracked separately from Google AdWords, and the different ads that you use in something like, let's say, Facebook advertising need to be tracked separately. So again, every ad and every channel must be tracked separately and individually.